the kitchen sink, but I don't know whether they're necessarily answering TL, at least in this draft, in the early game.
As there might be a dive onto Summit, but Guma and Carrier, are they going to be okay with Pyoshik moving in?
Yeah, Summit trying to deal with this minion wave, but it is just too big. They do manage to get a teleport out. Can they kill him in time? That is going to be the 1-for-1 as now the stun comes in. It's a 2-for-1 and TL trade up. Now Pyoshik making his move towards the bottom side. The Q's going to land. Gumayushi's in so much trouble, and Core JJ. Try brush just yet. Zeus does turn back up again. On vision.
Summon his ult.
There it is, and now Pyoshik is coming down. There, the all-out comes through. The Q's going to land, and Zeus, he knows that he's dead. The Q's going to land beforehand, and Pyoshik gets
T1 just goes for the blades. Arrow coming in.
Yeah, Ona is going to get blocked out, so Pyoshik is going to be able to take this one. The arrow's going to connect, but Yun is going to be able to cleanse that one away. Ona's still looking for more. As the shockwave lands, Pyoshik is going to try and safeguard his way out, but the hostile takeover will cancel that, and Faker will grab his first of the game. This Dragon is getting some attention. Wards everywhere. Arrow going to connect onto APA. The hostile takeover comes through, and there is the chaining of CC. I don't know what you're supposed to do. And strong here in the mid lane against the 3 of T1. Oh, the flash forward from Zeus is going to be scattered. APA doesn't have a flash of his own though, as the shockwave was looking
plus the speed up from Jace as Cole goes in.
Storm. That is going to be the hostile takeover though. It's Gumayushi's just raining hell down on Core JJ. He's going to be the first one to fall, but Summit does get the all out onto Carrier. Not going to be able to bail himself out of this one. Bit too expensive, but the Q3 is going to connect, and now Gumayushi's in trouble. The arrow's going to connect onto Young, but it was Summit that was the problem. Going to get a shattering strike off as Pyoshik looking for Faker underneath the turret. Is going to get kicked into the wall as APA. He's going down low. Core JJ looking for his opportunity. Can he play bouncer? They get him out of the pit, and it's going to be Pyoshik that locks down the Baron. Can they win the fight though is the question. The hostile takeover gets the kill utilizing Yun to kill APA. It's a disaster for TL and Zeus. He knows it. He's flashing over walls. Yun's going to be able to pick up one though with these chakrams. Have a feeling that that might be all he's going to be able to get, but let's see what he can do here. Uses the last of his mana on the moonshot. And yeah, he's in an alcove, and I don't know whether he's getting out.
Maybe on Faker. Pyoshik deep in enemy territory.
Going for it there as the kick does come through. Of course, Sonic Wave is going to connect as well. Core JJ looks for the opportunity, but the hostile takeover is there. Carrier always takes care of his friends. It's Pyoshik. He even goes golden, going to be able to avoid the arrow with that. The rest of TL gets into position.
And right now, TL is looking to peel. They're hoping to get the teleport and then peel. They do not want to flip this.
Carrier is just going to get caught out of position. Core JJ is there, and that is going to be the pickoff to start this one. Even the Rift Skull is going to stay with the kick on the Faker from Pyoshik. It does not stop from this man today. And Ona down to 50%. Of course, Summit's got the Q3, and it's a double for APA, and that's going to be a Baron for TL.
And I think as well, that's why Carrier also going for Radiant Virtue here on the Renata, trying to build more tankiness.
Scat of the week trying to come forward here as Summit just by himself finds himself a Q. The Magnus Storm under 3 is gigantic, and Summit's going all out. He's going to get out of the fight as well with Gumayushi. He's taken down Yun already. And Core JJ, both of them are going to go golden, and it's T1 following the story of Summit, but it's the Nexus that needs to be addressed, and T1 are going to take the game, the first game of Swiss.
T1 just saying, no, you actually are not going to get this game from us.
I especially like how proactive Pyoshik was. Pyoshik was all over the place, creating plays on Lee Sin, so yeah.
I mean, the Pyoshik Worlds buff, you have to question, is he back in form? You know, like, I'm excited to see.
Of ways of dealing with a champion like the Xayah, forcing maybe defensive cooldowns early on in the fight, always going to be really valuable.
Yep, it does mean that the K'Sante gets to dodge the Gwen matchup. Fudge is going to immediately back away. Did have that ward there, but Leap striked a little bit early. That is going to be the flash to follow up. Still gets the knock up, and that is first blood with the last tick of Ignite for JC.
Makes ganks all the more exciting as there we go.
There it is, the Unraveled Earth comes down. JC going to try and get himself out of here. The Counter-Strike doesn't quite work, but he doesn't have too much more. Cataclysm going to come on through. Can he get any kills back, Ilyoya?
With his ultimate, he is fine. Fudge might have to pay the price here, though.
Perhaps Silazang looking for his opportunity. Grand Entrance does come through. There's the Counter-Strike, though. One heck of an ability. The Ignite comes through. Quickness going to be utilized as well. They do not want to leave anything to chance.
From Karzi, maybe as
speaking of ultimates, yeah, the Weaver's Wall going to come on through here. Is Karzi going to try and get himself out of the way, and he does so beautifully. Seismic Shove has to land if he's going to make that one work. True Shot Barrage connects as well, but he's overstepped, and Karzi's going to get punished by Berserker. For C9, Another Weaver's Wall going to come on through here as Blabber's going to show up, chasing in a whole host of trouble. The Needlework doing a fair bit though here as Fudge going to try and get out of there. It's Ben going to be the one to lock it down though, and it will be secured there. Good smite from Blabber as Niski's going to have to flash. Fudge is going to flash immediately after him as well. Blast Cone, he wants to get over and he'll find it!
And even though the last engage didn't quite end up working out, Dragon still goes over to C9, so I don't think it's going to be too sad to cancel.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get cancelled. Seismic Shove going to come through, and I guess you can just engage onto Hylissang if he's that far up. And C9 now with a 5v4 advantage and a Baron that has just returned to the Rift. They're going to look to grab their second, and that might be the final nail in the coffin for Mad. And it's going to be another engage. The headbutt to push Elyoya away. Not going to be able to flag, drag, flash, or anything to steal that one as M&S. He's also able to keep himself alive. Kazi going to push forward one more time as Elyoya looking for it, but Berserker's just flashing after him. The Seismic Shoves. They've been amazing this game from Blabber.
And Mad just not able to really generate any type of aggressive pressure. And the trades that work out.
Hylissang looking for an option here, but Blabber is just going to go gold, and Hylissang is going to go down as well. The first Nexus turret has been taken. North America in their first showing here in the Swiss stage against the what is it again?
LEC, EMEA.
Yeah, let's go with the LEC. They're going to be able to take them down. It's LCS that are ahead, Chronicler. Already being able to collect their first W here at Worlds.
He only did 9.8 thousand damage, but he was always the strongest member on the map, and he was there when he needed to be.
Yeah, and I'm looking, down the line as far as what Gen G managed to pick up for themselves. A lot of mid-game fighting, a lot of pick opportunity as well, and also an incredible amount of comfort. Like, Peanut moving on over. He does not have the ultimate just yet. Vault Breaker going to come through. He's going to connect it this time around, but there is a counter-strike, and Peanut tanking the turret. He has to flash to get out of the way, and Kiaya's like, bring it on. We'll see what else you can do, but there it is. First blood comes down, but it's immediately answered. Pallet going to be fighting Doran. Peanut still just in the fog of war. Doran's going to deliver them. The Haymaker comes on down, and Peanut, he's going to finally start fighting, but he's straight into a Pop Blossom. He manages to pick up the kill onto the Jax, and now it's Delight. It's Chovy, and it's Gen G that are striking back in the battle. It was almost so good for GAM. Area. Slater could come on down, but there's the Vault Breaker to connect on to Levi. Headbutt Pulp does come down, and it's all about picking your poison, choose your target.
He's Cassante with flash though, so...
Oh, there's the flash kick to land onto Doran. He gets stunned up as well, and Doran's now trying to escape, but it's not going to happen.
Well, Gen G, I think, really only does this as hold up.
Another Headbutt Pulp is going to come through, and another Charm will land. Cuddy's going to be able to get that flash off, but there's the Cease and Desist. Pop Blossom going to come through, but Peanut is going to be tanky enough. He wanted to give the kill to Chovy, but it is not going to happen. Oh, another turret shot, and Chovy will survive.
Yeah, would have loved to see Pallet maybe go for a Pallet.
All right. Yeah, Pallet is just going to get knocked into the air, and Pay's going to be able to lock that one down. My goodness. The Acathian Rain is terrifying from this Kai'Sa. And they're going to push this Rift Herald through two turrets, as it turns out. Kiaya also getting down relatively low towards this top side, but Doran going to find the flash. The all-out comes through, and he just chops up the Jax. That is a solo lane sandwich here as the Charm point blank range is going to connect onto Slater, but he's going to be able to cleanse flash to get himself out, but is it going to be enough? The answer is no, as Peanut comes on through with the Cease and Desist, and the Zyre is going to be taken down. Pallet's now trying to stay alive. Doran will be able to lock that one down, and meanwhile, GAM is being disintegrated. They do manage to take down Pays, but I think that is going to be the end of the good news.
You know me, I'm not one for...
No.
Strong words.
Slater is now not going to get Vault broken here by Peanut, but the Featherstorm does have to come through, but he's not going to get caught by the Pop Blossom. The knockup from Delight. What was that? They do manage to get yet another kill for Kiaya, but it is once again not the story they were looking for, as he will eventually go down. It's a double for Pays. Picking your target is going to be important, as Peanut is just going to use it in another direction. And yeah, there is a Headbutt Pulverize onto Cardi, and into the backline goes Pallet. The Haymaker does buy a little bit of time, and the Pop Blossom's decent, but Gen G, the wallets are too heavy at this stage of the game, and they are just going to rip through GAM. Slater, the last one to go down. It's a double for Chovy. They'll deal with these Nexus turrets and the Nexus. And they'll call it a day here, 22.5 minutes.
And Gen G, I think I saw a JDG by itself. You're always going to be happy. I think that for many, a team from a minor region is always going to be the goal, right? Make it out, make it to the Swiss stage. The fact that you then, that would lead the team being way over-indexed on AP makes itemization very easy for BDS. So Ruler is actually going to have to come close. And even with his level of positioning into Xayah and into Cassio, that can be a risk.
Could be a 2v2 incoming very, very quickly. Adam's just going to flash for it. They find the silence, and 369 will be put down. First blood.
Oh, he
does
doesn't
have
get
courage.
hit.
He's got courage. He's not going to get knocked up.
He's brave.
Oh, this time around, and this is exactly what we were talking about. He's not out of the woods just yet, though, and there's the knock-up. Does find the silence here onto 369.
Yes, they do have Lebrov there.
Yeah, Kanavi just immediately going to get ulted, silenced as well. It's going to be difficult as the ult comes down. Cataclysm is there, but Adam, he's not scared of a ring of rocks. 369 now using the Bellows Breath to try and deny the CC, but it's not going to deny the knock-up. I want
That's
to see
what
Ruler
JDG
do some things with some champions in
has
the area.
dropped it for.
All right, not going to get the knock-up onto Sheo. He's going to answer with his ult. The Everfrost is fantastic, and now the Ram comes in. Petrifying Gaze comes down, though Kanavi's in trouble, but he survives for so long. 1-for-1 so far. The Bellows Breath coming through. Brownie as Knight. All right, will he get the bad news? Flash is available for Adam, and he will not need it because cease and assist does come on down. Lebrov looking for Knight. He's burning, he's ticking. It's not going to be enough, but Sheo's there. Getting himself towards that backline as Sheo immediately turned on. His Vault Breaker's on cooldown. The charm comes in. The layering of CC is perfect, and Knight says goodbye. Yes, and stopping this Baron is going to be a heck of a tall order. 369 taking a bit of damage, but he's just buying space. Adam's spinning, but I don't think he's winning. As now Ruler's on the board with a kill on Crownie. Lebrov goes down as well, and Adam's just going to have to get out of there. Petrifying Gaze. It's not named quite well enough at this point in time, as now Ruler's looking for a little bit more. Noxious Blast not connecting. The knock-up is there, and Nuke goes down as well. JDG.
And BDS fought valiantly. Might be trying to go for one more player. 369 isn't here right now.
Yeah, there is the cease and desist. The silence is down onto Kanavi, but he just turns it immediately. The Jarvan going to be the first one to go down. Sheo trying to get himself out of there. Lebrov is going to be the sacrifice, and Nuke's going to go down as well. And now Ruler kind of taking matters into his own hands alongside.
And man, did they use it?
Well, I tell you what, BDS, they at least made it interesting, especially in the early stages of that game. And you know, there's that Xerxes moment. There's the gods can bleed, that sort of stuff. They're not bleeding as far as their scoreline here in the tournament. Feels like when you're playing into the best teams of all time, right? I think the early game, kudos to BDS.
Yeah,
also,
absolutely.
the draft, just do what you love, do what you're good at, and hope that it's going to be okay. And as you can see, from the
Very nicely into their composition.
Yep.
G2 is very much about the bot side of the map. Don't be surprised to see G2 do a full clear bot side into early level 3.
That for you. It's pretty hot as Mickey setting up on a depth, instant cleanse away, but will has saved his life. Ignites down. Couple of autos too. Kellen with the flash away as well. And G2's bottom lane matches it. Oh my God! Just waiting as here we go. The Ents go marching one by one, and yikes says hurrah! With Broken Blade on top as well. That's stun out. There's no flash from the trade before. Cannon's like, just make it stop.
Do G2 still want to fight this? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. With the ulti from Yike, it's there, but the Magnet Storm and the boot bag! Showmaker, playmaker! All you blinkers out there, stand down. It's a double over to death.
Yep.
G2 want to die this, and with Yike ulting in, Showmaker has nowhere to go. Broken Blade forces his flash, gets booped away, but there you go. Adoration for the crowd again. One more to hit the boot as Hun Summer's already cashed in, but he's looking for more money. Trying to roll the dice as Mickey X tries to get them out of there. Berserk for the time being. Running back in, G2 want to re-engage.
It's chaotic, but it's going in G2's favor. They'll find another kill, make it 2.
And it all comes down to
Are they
Canyon.
going to flip this? Are they going to flip this?
Be very
Please
G2
don't
to do
flip it,
so.
G2.
You're saying please no, but in goes Canyon looking for it. The all-in, oh my God! They've set up DK to smack him down, and they get the Baron! Fetty has said no, but DK say, oh yes! Yike running for his life. He's next to go down.
The flank, though, coming in from Broken Blade.
And look who's there. It's Deft by himself. Dominus now pop looking for Deft, and to stun him up, he cleanses the way, but Broken Blade has brought the Armada to him, flashes away. He might have done his job as he goes golden, but he should be dying here, but Slice and Dice, he's out of there. But hang on, he needs the reset, and he can't find it. However, now with the Dragon up and the Renata ulti out, it might be okay as G2 bring it to a 50-50 and win it out. Ocean Soul there's as Yike, some reason, flashes upward. But G2 have a permanent buff in this game as there is also a grave labeled out for Mickey. Might be able to flip things again as Yike sends out the ulti. Dominus from Broken Blade on the side. Canyon caught on the wing here. Showmaker puts up his turret, but it won't save Canyon's life. He's buying a bit of time, and Showmaker starts ordering away. But remember, they have Ocean Soul as another cash in for Hunt. Some of the flash from Broken Blade. It's a pulverize, but Kellen can't do a thing. Out goes Showmaker. In goes G2. And we've swung again. That has an influence from the top side.
Look at the lifesteal from Hansama, though.
Well, hang on, Kellen's just walking into danger, though. Hansama cashes in. Kellen is meat to the slaughter again as that whirling death hurts. And thank you, says G2. Okay, from Australia, it's like 2 hours away. Over the wall, Mickey might be caught out. Hang on a minute, this Renata separated, but it might be okay. Magnet Storm out, but that Renata ulti is insane. Running forward is Broken Blade to zone out as DK is still looking for that clutch factor, but Hansama won't let Kellen anywhere near. Go back to the farm. G2 zoning them out continuously, and they might have it, Vedius. They might just with the shockwave, bringing back the playmaker.
Says today is not your day. He'll force him into the G8. And they're looking for the Nexus.
The first seed from the LEC holds on to their namesake. It was back and forth. It was a little bit messy, but hey, G2, they're versatile, they're volatile, and they're starting 1-0 in the Swiss stage against the LCK4.
What a crazy game.
You feel so much more secure on the Draven, and the Dragons were another big thing that we were just, the three of us were just looking
What
at.
do you think I'm gonna say?
I think the answer's yes.
Yeah, I think it is indeed. But hey, Big Dokes, I mean, hearing Kobe's energy on the desk about this man, I can feel it. In those regional finals versus EDG, they made plays this early on, and with FBI at half HP, with no summoners as well, Weiwei stacks him against the wall. I'm seeing deja vu. And Weibo bring in first blood at 3 minutes in. Ignar now in trouble as well. Weiwei waiting for those cooldowns. There's the flash matched out. Ignar latched onto. Second skin about to proc. He bops him in. Weiwei might be in trouble, but he shoves him back. Ignar gets a double pulverize. Slight now runs on him for the damage. FBI out one way, Ignar the other. Summoners were burnt before, but at least like a match as Xiaohu is now participating. He runs in without ulti. Ignar is slowed down. And Weibo are this deep, this early on, Vedius.
The more ruthless in the mid lane so far. Looking to build that Leandri's flash.
There's a play. It's matched though. Crisp out with his summoner. However, this is getting collapsed on Weiwei. In the right place at the right time yet again. The Fate's Call though saves the day. Weibo still looking to contest. Hang on, Xiaohu's running in. He's got his flash available. No way. They went to Narnia and back again in a couple of minutes.
Whether it be small or large.
Told you. What can he do here? Emperor's Divide. Glide. Oh, contracts. Interrupts. Matches a flash. They just need a kill. NRG just need a kill in them. Well, they'll try at least. Solar Flare lands. Oh, look at the equalizer. The carpet's laid down as the Fate's Call gets him out. Contracts! Oh my, that's the flash. Palafox covered, but it didn't matter. Weibo are just ending the game with the Baroned up minions. The Shy's done his job. NRG are going to find a pick onto Chris, but as Dokler gets back, he's shattered as well. Ulti's a little early from Xiao, but Palafox gets burned down nonetheless. With their debut at Worlds, Weibo are tearing apart North America. Piece by piece by piece. Weibo in under 30 minutes are destroying the first seed of NA. I'm sorry to the LCS, but WBG might be the fourth seed, but they are here to play.
Do you have prio? And they're like, well, we'll be fine. And then it's definitely not fine, and by the time it's not fine, it's too late.
Yeah, they're not supposed to have the level 1 fight with the level 1 Alistar.
Fnatic have a lot of range at their disposal. It's what we've been seeing a lot today, right? Engage comps versus poke comps. And when you have Ezreal and Jace and Talia playing around these objectives, level 3, level 4 invades, are they threatening a dive here?
It's
Tarzan's on the way.
Wave. I mean, I'd be scared. There's a flash straight away. Zeka gonna flash away. Straight up, he's got some help though. Tarzan's coming in and they haven't done the damage. Oh no, Oscarinen gonna get knocked up, first blooded, and Tarzan now in a beautiful spot as Razork dodges away from the turret aggro, but this guy is gonna hammer you down. He's the king after all. Razork running for the hills, trying to slow down, but if Scout doesn't kill him, Tarzan sure will give it over to the Azir.
There aren't many analysts out there that do rate them that high, right?
A Scout, ulti's out. Okay, there's a flag and drag. Cataclysm down. They're just going to have to watch him walk out. Maybe.
Scout now on his way.
The engage is there. Good flick back, but onto Razork. Scout boops him away. And straight away, his 4th kill. Now Trimby, Oscarinen in a bad spot. Zika might turn this into a solo kill. This Jax doing it by himself. Jumps on in. The rest of LNG watching a Scout. Gets his flash out as well. Trimby might be next on the menu, boys. As LNG are 5-0 up. Noah in trouble, but is it Gala really? His humanoid makes a roam down. And finally, it looks like Fnatic are going to strike. It is a trade across the map, though. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for Fnatic, they get 2. Can't be understated, but it depends on this next fight as Dragon goes over to LNG. We come back from the replay into a live party. A good charm in the end, as well as Razork's burning down, because Gala is now going to have his say. It's just concise league, as you were saying, where Scout is so strong, but at least Trimby wants to change that, but the feathers fly out. Straight away, they regret it as Tarzan dives under turret, flashes out. Great seismic shot. Razork, welcome back. He finds a kill as Fnatic mitigating the dive. Well, LNG, a bit of a mistake. They can be controlled, but sometimes they can throw it all away. And Razork, no. Scout with the turret out's great, but the flick back's even better. I mean, less than the Baron itself is worth, so Fnatic can take pride as the all-ins air Scout shuffles back. Humanoid's caught in the middle, but that is a great magnet storm from Trimby. Welcome back, but Zika gets in with the counter-strike. They have to take him out, however, as Scout still not dead. Oscarinen at half HP wants to re-engage, but Gala now on the wing. He flashes onto him, but the cleanse is there. He'll get the kill, he'll survive, and Noah's now in trouble as the turret must go first. But Tarzan backs away. It's a messy one, but it's a 1 for 2 as Gala flashes away, almost the 2 for 2. They have the inside track to mid, but the minion wave thinned out as Tarzan goes the all-in, but misses. Cataclysm's down, but Razork survives. Meanwhile, on the back of it, Trimmy gets a Magnet Storm, but no one's hit Gala. No one can hit Scout. LNG are looking for the finishing touches, and just while Fnatic were looking closer to bringing this back, they are separated. That blast going a little bit troll, but over the wall, Scout is legendary with Gala looking for another kill. He ults out. Next is Razork, and ladies and gentlemen, LNG return to the powerhouse.
Some of these fights look so close for Fnatic, but they're just too far behind.
Azika goes between. There's a Weaver's Wall to separate, but LNG have flag, drags, and the thank you, ma'ams. The charms there, knocked up. Trimby is in a bouncy castle, but he ain't 4 years old. That man gets out of there straight away, but Scout again! That's our MVP, but as he goes golden, Fnatic are trying to get the shutdown. Zika jumps back in. Scout still lives. Gala lives. Everyone from LNG sitting there. The man who's a pentakill king is looking down 2 more. A triple in the bag as Razork tries to do it again, at least getting one. Onto Zika, the feathers are out. The inhibitor down, Razork next up, but Scout takes it, and he deserves it. A double for the mid lane legend, and LNG hold up to their name. They won't be dropping to EU 2nd seed. They'll be holding the LPL rep high as it flies today.
Beat them, you don't make mistakes.
That's right. Even when they make some themselves, they then go back to that very easy approach of gameplay that we talked about.
Definitely so. And LNG as a team too, we kind of touched on this story with some people underestimating them, but they were so close with JDG in both of those best of 5s and this absolute domination here.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd want to go towards the Gwen here, which we've seen be very successful against the Cassandre, but that would leave you with a full AP topside, which makes itemization, particularly for Cassandre and Maokai, like very, very straightforward.
Plus damage, zoning the eye while aiming onto Elk. The cleanse out immediately, the flash is there. Forward he goes, second skin! First blood for aiming. Take that, BLG, he says. KT looking at this one. Elk's tagged on the back end. Lahan's looking for the engage. Cuz is there. Teleport as well. Elk immediately ults, and he's about to turn into Flubber for the time being. I mean, Cuz is out of action, but can he rejuvenate? No. And the engage from On is massive as well. Quickness out. KT burning flashes left, right, center, but should now twisted advance. Aiming's going to drop down. And just as we're singing the praises of KT, BLG,
This time around, going
Again?
in on their own works. Oh, Sean knows!
all right, Cuz back on in, and look at the follow-up. Lahan's in form today as BDD joins in. This map movement from the Zach is on point. I guess I want to try and force it around the Dragon Chronicler. It's going to start off with the Magnustorm down, but On, it's only on one. It's Keen as well. There's Cuz again, right in the back as Elk sends the feathers out to Asgard. Keen's already picked up the kill to make him go zoom zoom as Aiming's in as well onto Elk.
Might be in trouble here.
BLG bottom lane, it depends. There's a flash from Lahan's instant reaction. Inhuman maybe, but there's a flash away as Cuz follows up the double trouble. On re-engages, but it's dangerous with the feathers flying. Onto Cuz are huge as BLG are trying to take the fight. Keen in the middle of whoop. Sean looking for the flash, finds a kill. BLG back in this has been. Now finally shows up the all-out there. BDD caught out as well, and you can never nap against BLG. Bin getting out, he's got about 1 million dashes, but is it enough for aiming? KT forced his flash, and they're still doing so much work. There's the flash from aiming, one more, and Bin's down. But KT have over-aggressed here as Yagal trying to jump in, but Big Brother Keen helps out aiming concept. KT, welcome to the party, pal. The Elk pullback is huge though. BDD coming in clutch, but now Shun ready to cover with the ulti of his own. Cuz covering again. These guys are friends forever as On brings them together, but it's up to Elk to bring the damage. He needs to get close, but he's scared of Lahan's, of Cuz, of even aiming in the wing.
And dive. So,
Flash, wait, Bin, what is he doing? The shove back though, Bin gets the half HP, but the all in, the all out is there. BLG fighting under that inner turret, going golden, going into GA. Cuz now caught up here as well. Maybe KT weren't expecting the Spanish Inquisition. BLG are chasing them out.
BLG isn't actually going for this as Keen doesn't have
Oh, there's
flash.
a flash again. Bin might be doing it again, but this time it's onto the Aatrox. Mobility, his friend, he gets popped back, and BDD tries to help out his brother, but he gets blasted out. Massive shutdown is aiming. Ulted in, but he's isolated. The wall is not his friend either. He'll take his tower out though, is On. Disrupts the other back line. Elk ultis once again onto Cuz, who flashes in, gets feathered down, but in the backside, aiming is dead, but that GA is all the difference. Elk survives, Cuz is out of there. BLG make it a 1 for 2 as now Bin once again has got the blades out, and KT have to run for their lives. Can LCK get another? It all comes down to this, to round it up as Cuz goes through the engagement. Look, once again, Keen is caught out. Shun finds him, BLG group up while the tanky members go through, but aiming. Is this his clutch factor coming through? He goes golden, he sets up with BDD. Elk is out of there. The flash on! KT are coming up clutch, but Bin has the swords out again. Stop the Cassante. Can you do it? Lahan's runs for the hills while Cuz is left isolated. Just when you think aiming has done it all, they put him in the bin. Keen doing that with the GA. He's confident, but Bin once again on top has been the better top laner as Cuz finds Elk, but the feathers have landed once more. A shove back won't save the day, but Lahan's trying what he can do, but the problem is his damage is getting resurrected. Aiming repositions, but Elk stands strong. KT started with grins on their faces, but as the ace comes through, it is LPL who will start 4-0 here in the Swiss stage at Worlds. It is BLG who will never say die.
This game delivered what we expected.
But it was great, and I wouldn't mind seeing this one again.
BLG in the 1-0 pool, and KT, what a big fish. A shark in that 0-1 pool.
in the Swiss pool.